Hey guys, and welcome back to No Bland Makeup, where we do makeup and body paint tutorials, usually with a cosplay twist, and today we're doing a makeup look inspired by Sailor Venus, which, you know, why not? I started a Sailor Moon series a long time ago, never finished it, and decided I wanted to continue. But before we get to the tutorial, I have a shop up on Teespring, so if you guys want to get stickers, hoodies, a shirt with my logo on it, well, not really logo, but my channel name, and you want to support the channel, I will have it linked all down below. But now back to what you're actually here for. So the first thing that I did was I applied an orange shade into the crease part of my eye, and I also kind of blended it a little bit down the bridge of my nose where you would normally add some highlight. I'm not sure where I was going with this one, but it looked cool, so I'm gonna go with it. Sometimes I like to do that just to play around with my eye shape, because I don't have a lot of lid space, so I like to play around with the space that I do have. So go ahead and build that up. This palette in particular is the Sephora Pro palette, the editorial edition. I feel like nobody talks about it anymore. I don't know why. I actually thought it was a good palette. There's some colors that are kind of eh, but most of them are actually really nice, and I like it especially because it is buildable. So that way if I want to go super intense like this, I can. If I want to do something a little bit softer, that's still an option. Now once I had the intensity where I wanted it to be, I went ahead and blended out the edges just a little bit so it didn't look so harsh. I still wanted this to look very diffused just on the edge. I literally just said that. It's one of those kind of days today. Now remember how I said some of the colors are like, okay, this is one of them. Not because the color is bad or anything, but I feel like it needs something to kind of stick to a little bit better, like a white base or something. Not so much to make the color more intense, but just literally to give it something to grab to, because I felt like to get the color where I wanted and to keep it there, it required a little bit more work. Like when I was blending it out, a little bit too much was getting blended. So if I were to redo this video, I would definitely apply some kind of base underneath, something a little bit stickier but not necessarily a glitter glue, and I just applied this blue all over the actual lid part. Now I went ahead and blended this into the orange a little bit, but like you can see what I was saying before, it kind of blended a little bit too well and the color kind of disappeared a little bit. It is what it is. So like I said, I did have to go back and add a little bit more, and another thing that I should have thought about while I was doing this is basic color theory. On the color wheel, and I'll probably do a video about color theory a little bit more in depth later, but on the color wheel, opposing colors will neutralize each other, which is why when you do color correction, if you have something like an eye bag that's a little bit more orange or blue, you want to correct it with something a little more orange. I forgot that when I was blending this on, so that's why it didn't really bother me that it looked a little bit muddy right on the edge where they were blending together. It's because that was literally my fault. So the next thing I did was take some more of that same orange that I did in the crease area and applied that on the lower lash line with not really a pencil brush, but something like a fatter liner brush, I guess you can call it. And I just ran this on the lower lash line. Then once I got to the inner part of the lash line, I kind of pulled it down, almost like I was giving myself a little bit extra room there. If you've seen any kind of like cat eye, like literally a feline eye kind of tutorials, that was the kind of look I was going for. And then just to diffuse it a little bit more, I took my blending brush and just ran it on the bottom of that, and then applied some white eyeliner to the white eyeshadow to the inner corner, just to give me a little bit of a highlight. The fluffy brush though wasn't giving me as much of an impact as I wanted, so I went in with that eyeliner brush one more time and just applied a little bit more onto the inner corner, a little bit more precisely. but I still made sure that it blended in with everything else. But like I said before, if you want something to really pop, add a little bit of a white base underneath it, and it will be like 1,000 times brighter than what you started with. Next, I took some black eyeliner because why wouldn't I? That's kind of my thing. And I gave myself a wing. If you want to make this a little bit more grungy, you can always take a pencil eyeliner and just line, like literally follow the line of your eye, and then blend it out with a pencil brush to give you more of a grungy kind of look. That's obviously not what I was going for this time. But if you guys want to see a playlist of non-eyelinered tutorials, I will have that in the cards up above for you guys. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was probably my favorite part. I like dotting things, so sue me. I just took a blue eyeliner. This one's from NYX. It's their Vivid Lights or line or something. I don't know. It'll be on the description. And I just applied a few dots. Apparently I was feeling a little more feline than I let on, so I did a few on the inside. I don't know why that reminds me of a cat, but it just kind of does. If it reminds you of a kitty, let me know in the comments. And what kind of cat specifically, because I can't figure out which one. Now, once you're finished, it should look about something like this. I went ahead and applied some lashes. If you guys want an in-depth tutorial on how to do that, it will be in the cards. It should be there right now. It'll also be in the description if you can't be bothered with the cards, because I know sometimes I can't. And once I have my gigantic lashes on, I literally didn't realize how big they were until I was editing this. And I'm like, Jesus, the fact that I didn't fly away is a miracle. But hey, sometimes you just want to have overdramatic lashes, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I went ahead and applied a little bit of mascara just to blend my natural and my not so natural ones together, and some mascara on the bottom because bottom lashes need love too. And then I released my hair. I don't know why I'm so overly dramatic, I just am. I like to think that I'm funny. I'm not, but I like to think so. So, yeah. Obviously this tutorial was done a while ago because my hair is not that bright anymore. I gotta get it redone. I'm more like watercolor mermaid now. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to see what comes out of my channel next, and hit that notification bell because apparently YouTube is not telling anyone anything anymore. And leave me a comment down below letting me know who your favorite Sailor Scout is, and if I haven't done her yet, I will. Just give me some time. See you guys next time. Bye.